Hello everybody, welcome back to some more Planet Coaster. Make sure you leave a like if you are enjoying the series, and if you want us to continue to see more in the future. You guys have been loving it, and I'm having a ton of fun with this park. I really like the ability to just focus on something small like this, one theme, one main idea, which is the medieval Renaissance theme. But I'm loving it so far. Over here, I was trying to decide what I wanted to put in these small little gaps between the main boardwalk and the river, so I decided just to make some more foliage. We got some more trees and stuff, just trying to smooth that cliff over a little bit so it's not quite as hard. And then decided, okay, we'll paint this a little bit, put some rocks over here, just a little rock bank just along the side of our main lake here. Looking alright. Then just filling in the rest of the area with some bushes and some leaves and stuff. And then those trees. Like I said before, I've been enjoying the rose bushes and then those red bushes, whatever those are. They look really cool. I'm glad I've been using them a little bit more. And then over here I realized I need to straighten this bridge and get rid of the part of the grass that's sticking through it. Because the grass was sticking through, that was annoying. And then, well, I'm going to actually build a bridge over this. So I needed the path to be perfectly straight so the bridge would actually fit over it. We do it at some point, and then I had to go back and correct all these because it wasn't quite straight. You can see right here. So I'm trying to figure out a way to make it straight. And basically we accomplished that just by pulling it all the way back. Making sure the levels or the angle is just perfectly straight there, and then curve it either on the land before or after the bridge. But over here, there was a couple different things I tried, and it took a little while to get me to figure it out, but I'm glad I left it in because it's a good learning experience based off how this game works. So basically, I needed a bridge on both sides, and the width of the path is not equal to the width of the grid system on the buildings. So basically what I decided to do was originally I was building one and then adding to the other and going back and forth, and I realized, wait, I'll just build one and then copy it over, and I kept forgetting to do that. So we keep tinkering with both sides to no avail. Like, there's no point because I'm just going to copy the other side over. So that's something I eventually work out while building this that makes it a little more efficient. And so I wanted some sort of arch bridge system going across, and then a main tower in the center, as you saw on these sort of older bridges. Because I was looking up some medieval bridge designs, and these were some of the ones I was seeing. You'll see what I mean in the middle. It kind of has the main tower in the center. And then I realized we put a bridge over here on the left side of the park and on the right side of the park, but I forgot to add something specific to the right side of the park that you'll see later. I just kind of forgot to do that. But so here I am building both the sides. Again, not realizing, wait, I should just copy and paste it. That'll make it a lot easier. But we eventually do that, like I said before. I don't know what I was thinking. It was a bit silly. So you can see how the width of it is not actually equal to the grid length. We could have changed that or something, but honestly, it's not too hard. Just melding things together. As long as you get everything lined up, no one's really going to be able to tell. So this is just going to be like a 2-story high bridge tower in the middle. Adding some little designs all over the place, trying to figure out what I want to do. Then once again, I realized that it is turning into nighttime because I forgot to pause the game. So I'm like, oh, well, that's kind of nice. We'll just pause it here. So we're going to get perpetual sunset for the duration of this video. Isn't that nice? And then just making sure it's nice and equal on that side. Bringing those over. Because for some reason I couldn't get the line up. Then it took me a while to realize that those weren't actually the right thing. Oh well. And then we just got to take a little wall piece here. And then just equal it up. Make sure it's all nice and flat. That was the annoying thing. Just making sure it was flat everywhere. Because as soon as you take something off the grid system, nothing really wants to line up. You can see this, it's hanging over a little bit there, and I could not get it to look good. It was driving me crazy, but we eventually got it to look alright. Tossing some lights in there so they're going to be visible from like across the river and stuff, or across the lake. Looks cool just because you can barely see them through the window. And then I always like these pieces, but can never seem to find a good use for them. So I decided to take those 4 pieces and then just have them be bridge supports all the way across. I'm not super happy with them. But I didn't like the natural supports, because in a bridge like this, there really doesn't need to be any supports, because it should be supported on the sides, but just wasn't really happy with it, but it looks alright. And then we just straightened the bridge over here, and copy and pasted it on over, line everything up, and then we just got to fill in the gap, and it should be good. I wish these lanterns were brighter, because the other lights in the park, like just the white lights that you can put everywhere, they're a lot brighter. And they light up the area a lot more, but I don't like the look of them, especially in our medieval park. I like the look of these lanterns, but they're kind of dark. That's the only downside to them. They don't look great. And then I didn't realize there's an elevation change over here, so the wall kind of starts the bottom part of the wall starts sticking up, so we basically just lower it into the ground. It's not too bad. It's still a nice, it's meant to be just a retainer from the path to the areas where the people aren't supposed to go, so it still functions well. And then just adding the layers from the ground up, small bushes and rocks, to the taller trees. That's the main idea. And then over here, I decided I'm gonna have a walled-in city area with the castle in the back. And so this was some more troubleshooting we had to do, which is just finding the layouts. But since I'm going to be detailing these walls and stuff, I eventually decided, wait, why don't I just copy and paste the one wall? Dadoy. That makes a lot more sense. So you'll see that at some point where I'll realize, wait, this doesn't make any sense. It's so much faster when it's sped up. Previously, I had a freaking... it takes a long time to lay it was like this. And I'm like, okay, wait, I'm going to be just copying and pasting it. Since we're going to be detailing so much, that'll save us a lot of time. So you can see what I'm kind of doing there, just to figure out the layout. Those were just there for temporary placement. Just kind of get an idea of what we're going to be doing. But then I realized, wait, since we're going to be detailing it, we're going to change that up. Sorry. Oh, it's still early in the morning. My voice is still warming up. Got a lot of recording I gotta do today before I gotta go to work. And then just adding the standard wooden beams that I kind of throw everywhere. Oops. There's a little weird of gap. Just kind of make it look alright. I wasn't sure if I wanted to have those on there because it's supposed to be a big stone wall. And I didn't know if I wanted to have those wooden posts on there, but I like them because it does break up just the flatness of the wall. Especially adding that wall down there, kind of the steeped wall. And then up here, where I broke the cardinal rule, which is measure twice, cut once. Well, I'm not really cutting, it's more measure twice, place once. I placed before I measured, and then realized, wait, those aren't lined up right. That's kind of annoying. That's kind of really annoying. So we have to take these roofs and lower them all. So we gotta delete them all real quick, and then lower them a tiny bit. Just because it wasn't lined up properly. So okay, I figured it out finally. Just wasting more time. If only I had measured first, that would have been great. So basically I'm just trying to make like a little boardwalk up here. I can't decide if I'm actually going to have a path go up there. It'd be pretty easy to blend in. We may do that, maybe not. If we don't have an attraction up there, people aren't actually going to go up there. So maybe we can put something in the towers that'll make people go up there and walk around. That might be cool. So we may do that. I had these towers I wanted to add on the corners, and I couldn't figure out the roof. We got a design put in, and it looks alright. It's a little janky looking, so I actually did work on it a bit off camera. And I forgot to film it and add it in, but maybe you'll see in the next episode where it does look a little bit better. So basically I was taking these flat pieces and trying to rotate them on two of their axes 15 degrees every time. So eventually we'd have just a quarter of it done. And it came out looking okay. It's not perfect. Again, I worked on it a little bit off camera, so you'll probably see that in the next episode, but it was just a quick prototype. I wanted to throw it on the corners there, just kind of join the walls together, and then you can just basically copy and paste it all the way around. Looking pretty good. Filling out the bottom there, so it's not hanging out within the river. And so basically I'm just gonna have a little town. Well, it's the main city on the beginning part, and then at the back of the walled area is gonna be the castle, and the castle is gonna hold our main coaster. Probably really only gonna have one coaster in this park, and it's probably gonna be in the castle back there. So that's probably a few episodes away. I'm gonna have to start thinking of different ways I want to design this castle. I've been looking up and researching different pictures and stuff from different medieval and modern castles and things like that, as well as fantasy. I mean, none of this is supposed to be 100% legitimate or realistic. I mean, it's just designed based off what I think looks nice. And over here we're building just a little lowerable gate. You know, just kind of the gate that they lower down with chains. Because I wanted to do either this or some sort of drawbridge, and decided this would be cool. So we just took it up there, built about half of it, or maybe 3/4 of it, and then copy and pasted it over. Then realized, wait, that doesn't look right. I didn't copy and paste all the pieces. Adoy. More water. Delicious, delicious, life-giving water. Speaking of realistic, on the last episode, someone commented and said, that's not what dwarf houses look like when I built my little rock village. And I was like, oh, excuse me, what exactly does this fictional creature's houses look like? And they told me he lives in mountains. I'm like, wait, this is a fictional creature. These don't exist. I can make them live wherever I damn well please. These ones live... These one lives in little rock villages, alright? I just thought that was funny. And then he started saying that hobbits were scientifically proven, and I literally didn't have a response to that. It was pretty funny. I get some weird comments sometimes, but no. I can have fictional creatures live wherever I want. And this part was driving me crazy. So we built the walls along, or we built the light posts along the wall up there. And then I wanted the strong lessers in here. And it doesn't look like that bad on the time lapse, but since it was nighttime, I couldn't really tell what direction these things were facing. It was just really annoying to try and get those round roof tiles in there, but we eventually got it. No problem. At the center of that light source. It was kind of annoying. I don't know why I was having so much trouble with that. And then I was trying to figure out a nice little entrance area here. So did I want to put cliffs? Did I want to do something like some sort of retaining seawall? But then I was like, no, we'll just have it gently slope down. And then I wanted the nice little design for the kind of entrance here. Because, I mean, this is the main town. Everything before this was just like the village outside of the main city. But this is going to be the main city. So this is where the king lives. It's going to be a really nice castle. So I wanted to have a real nice decorated and uniform area. So things are going to be a lot less sporadic in terms of layout and decoration inside of the city walls. It's going to be a lot more planned out and a lot more pretty. So this was the first kind of entrance area. Since I couldn't get rid of that grass gap, I decided just to paint it sand colored. Looking alright. And then just doing the same thing over here, painted sand colored. And doing the same patterns with the flowers and the nice bushes and the hedges and stuff. Placing all them around with a little bit of a rock retaining area. Just around the beginning. Looks alright. Looking alright. Realized I forgot to go take a screenshot of this. It's kind of annoying. Because I need to take a screenshot. For the thumbnail, and I have to go relaunch the game. Dang it! I try and do it while I'm editing or while I'm building, but sometimes I forget, you know. Oh well. Then just adding some more bushes and trees to fill in the areas. They're looking pretty good. I'm not sold on the trees in front of the wall, right by the water. We're probably gonna change that up a little bit, but here we go. A little tour video, starting from the village, heading on over. So we're passing the stage area, taking a look at the nice wall over the lake. Looks a lot cooler going under the bridge, or over the bridge, under the bridge overhang thing. Checking out the main entrance area with the fences. And then since there was really nothing on this side of the wall, I thought we'd just zip over the lake. Go check out the other area. You can see the village from the castle, or from the wall area. Looks real nice. Flipping around. And there you go. Oh, the dog is freaking out about something. But there you go, guys. That's going to be it for this episode of Planet Coaster. Make sure you leave a like if you did enjoy. Let me know if you have any suggestions, things like that. I'm still trying to think of a name for this place. There were some good suggestions from last time, so I may check this out. Oh, yeah, I forgot about this. Chief Beef! Yeah! Woo! Hashtag Chief Beef Belief. Alright. Well, that's going to be it, guys. I'll see you next time for some more Planet Coaster and some more Chief Beef. Bye.